many people assume that fairies are small. I did
Mhm.
as well. But one day I was driving home from the supermarket, and out of my peripheral vision, I noticed something. And this happened very slowly, but also very quickly. You know, that feeling when something's happening fast and slow at the same time, because I was driving, I was concentrating,
Mhm.
but I noticed something from the corner of my eye. And when I turned, I saw gigantic legs, and I was like, whoa. I glanced up, and it was this giant tree with a giant fairy being standing next to the tree. It all happened in what I would say a fairy flash, like very quick timing. It really shocked me because I'd always thought that fairies were tiny. So I came
Mhm.
home and I meditated. I asked the fairies, what did I just see? And they said it was the fairy of the tree, the spirit of the tree. They said that everything that grows has a guardian, as I already knew at that point. However, I didn't realize that it would be the same size as the being. So if you've got a giant tree, then you would have a giant spirit looking after it. So that's what I saw. And that totally changed my whole perception of what fairies were, and that they are fluid, they're moving energy, they can manifest in their magical beings, so they can present in any way that they wish. They can project or present as points of light, or they can present in that form that we would maybe expect, like the Victoriana type fairy with little wings and a little dress, little wand. They can also present in many different ways, but also as like leaves and twigs and creatures of the forest floor. If you look down at the forest floor, you could see leaves, and you might think, I'm sure I saw a face in that. I'm sure in your work that you do, psychic mediumship, that you see these faces. I've always seen the faces. I just didn't know what they were exactly. Now I can see the spirits of the trees very clearly, and plants. I see the faces just come out. I see the spirit of that particular thing, whatever it is growing. They're very creative in how they present. Also, sometimes it's a feeling. We don't always see them. I don't see them all the time. I think
Mm.
I don't really want to use the word believe, because belief implies an element of doubt. And there is no doubt
Mm.
with me, because everything that I've experienced is experiential. I've experienced it. So I'm speaking from my own knowledge, my own experience with them. However, I don't preach or try and convert anybody to believe in it. It's a very individual path. And
Mhm.
all I'm simply doing is sharing my story of what has happened to me and my journey and my path that I've stayed on my entire life, which is incredible, really.